Texas. Welcome into Texas Style Wrestling. I'm Bob Malden, and tonight, the NWA star and our TSW Women's Champion, Natalia Markova, is in the house defending her title in our main event tonight against Promise Braxton.
I'm Evelyn Carter, backstage at Texas Style Wrestling, talking about an upcoming women's title match with Promise Braxton. And Promise, you haven't been here in quite a while, but you're having a title match against Markova. How is that going to play any differently to the intensity, or?
Evelyn, the problem is Promise Braxton never left. See, I haven't wrestled in 4 months, let's give and take, but I'm in the conversation because I am the conversation. That's why I have a title match tonight against Markova. Speaking of Markova, where is she? Have you seen her tonight? Me neither. Sounds like a little bit of a coward to me. But anyway, that's none of my business. Because tonight, Promise Braxton will come out the new TSW Women's Champion. Back to you, everyone.
Back here on TSW, Texas Style Wrestling. And folks, we don't do this much, but it bears another look. Our main event from last week, Soda Pop trying to win his trifecta. Let's look back at the main event from last week's show right now as we start things out. And a look here at the titles that are on the line here for the crowd to see and for you to see at home. Why this one matters and why Soda Pop must fight to defend or maybe even take home a third and end up with his trifecta, as he called it, when we spoke to him backstage just a few moments ago. Danny Brown, the Dog Pound Junior Heavyweight Champion, and he ties it up right now. Soda, and man, they are going to town with that collar and elbow tie-up. Soda back into the corner now, and Brown, DJ Brown, all over Soda Pop here, and sort of steps away with a little bit of an exclamation point there as they circle and get ready to go back at each other here, tying it up again. And once again, you can tell these guys this is going to be a fight here tonight. Soda in the corner again. DJ Brown has him there. Referee, and he does it again. Now we're getting into the shoving match here. DJ Brown, Dog Pound Junior Heavyweight Champion. Soda Pop, GCW Junior Heavyweight Champion, and TSW Junior Heavyweight Champion. And of course, a great star in the NWA. Got his start before the Texas promotions, Dog Pound and TSW, had their affiliation with NWA, but that affiliation with NWA has only made his star shine brighter, as he is also a big star in the National Wrestling Alliance nationally with their TV programming. So he's becoming known all over. I've watched his star rise here for the last couple of years in TSW, and what a great story it is. As Soda is going to be working on the ankle and now the other ankle, and he goes and twists on that one too. And if you'll notice, he has that right ankle held down with his foot. DJ Brown's not going anywhere right now. Soda seeking an early submission here. And DJ kicking him off. They're back to their feet again. Soda side headlock takeover. And now he locks that in as he puts pressure again on DJ Brown. And a pin, that's good for only one. No, not going to happen. Brown back to his feet very quickly after that. December the 13th. Mark your calendars. Get your tickets at tswplus.com. We want you to be here with us and see all of this great action live, all the great stars of Texas Style Wrestling. You could be there cheering on your favorites in the main event. We want you to be out here with us in Forney, Texas at the OC. Soda going back to work on the legs now. He's got the ankles crossed and putting pressure on those, the shins. Is going to break his legs. And DJ Brown couldn't tap if he wanted to. Soda walking all over him. Soda Pop dominant here in the early going of this, our junior heavyweight title bout. our main event here on TSW, Texas Style Wrestling. So happy to have you tuning in all across Texas on a Saturday night. Our friends in Louisiana as well, Shreveport. Howdy, folks. Thanks for watching Texas Style Wrestling. We appreciate you being with us here as you are watching main event wrestling action. Some of the greatest talent across the state of Texas competing every week here on your television set. If you're visiting somewhere that carries this show and watching thinking, man, we don't have that in my town, you can. Call your local TV station. Tell them, hey, we want Texas Style Wrestling at home. And a roll-up and a pin. Good. There are only two there as Soda kicks out and goes right back to work on DJ Brown. The dominance of the champ so far here, and I can't really say the champ because both of these guys are junior heavyweight champions. And those belts possibly being unified tonight here. We will see as Soda sets up for something. Here he comes over the top. And wait a minute, Brown grabs and gets a pin. 1, 2. And no, I thought that was going to be it for Soda. He gets him now. Brown is rolled up. 1, 2. That's all that's good for. High stakes match here tonight. Soda go. Oh, that's going to knock your lights out. This could be it. 1, 2, and no. Soda surprising me there. I thought he was out completely. Great action here in our main event. Great camera work for all of our camera guys out there. Thanks, fellas, for getting us up close to the action here. Body slam now. Scooping him up. Off the ropes comes Brown. Elbow drop right to the chest. 1, 2. And Soda kicking out. A little worse for wear now as he tries to get back to his feet and maybe get some sort of offensive position established. That's not going to happen at this point because now Brown has him tied up again. Referee Candace Harding checking on Soda Pop to see if he's still in it. Soda giving a signal that he still is. Trying to keep those arms elevated, trying to keep the blood flow where it needs to be, trying to get himself back to his feet here in some way, shape, or form to stay dominant in this matchup. But it is changing. The tide is turning for him as Soda is up to 1 foot. He's back on both feet now. Let's see what he can do with this. Brown, an elbow shot there, another elbow. Forearm shot. And now Brown stumbles to the corner. Soda in with a big chop. Wow. They heard that one in Lake Tawakoni. Ooh, and another one. Double this time. That one probably made it all the way to Fort Worth. Nobody home this time, though. Brown moves and returns the favor for Soda Pop. Ouch. Good grief. Gonna knock that tattoo right off his chest. Suplex now. Brown. He could get this. 1, 2, and no! Soda out again at the very last moment. He could feel the wind of that 3 count buzzing by his head. And Soda Pop now tries to get some sort of offense mounted again here. It's going to be hard to do after that kick to the back, though. As DJ Brown goes back to work on Soda. Now, this isn't called for. He's got him draped over that second rope and choking him away there as Candace counts, trying to get him to break that highly illegal maneuver. As is this, backed into the corner is Soda Pop and driving the boot into the throat of Soda. DJ Brown not afraid to take some shortcuts if needed to get what he wants. And what he wants is what belongs to Soda Pop right now. And oh no. Not a good move. He had a shot of him there and we got a pin. That's good for only 2. A little technical difficulty there as we couldn't really see what happened with that one as the camera cut out on us just a little bit. But Soda is getting back to his feet hopefully at this moment. But again, after those kicks to the back and the assault on the back that has been taking place and now right to the midsection. DJ Brown, Dog Pound junior heavyweight champion, could be leaving here with an extra belt of his own tonight. Soda there with a forearm shot. Brown with one of his own. Not sure what he expected to accomplish with that. He wasn't in a good position to really do much more than that anyway, but Brown going right back to work on and stomping away, and now just really shoving the head with his boot over that bottom rope there as Soda is struggling to try to get back to his feet, doing everything he can. A little bit of fight left in him, and what little bit of fight there is, he's using it right now, trying to get some elbow shots and trying to get some. Oh, another chop there from Soda, who goes to the ropes, comes off and runs right into the big flying drop kick from DJ Brown. Holy cow. DJ going in for a cover now. 1, 2, and not enough to keep down Soda Pop, the double junior heavyweight champion, who could leave here tonight the triple junior heavyweight champion, though it is not looking that way at the moment, as Brown cinches in and wrestles down to the mat. Soda Pop. It's one thing you're going to be sure to see here in Texas style wrestling is wrestling, because that's what we're all about. That's what Texas style means. If you've been watching a while, you've heard some of our executives here talking about why we call it Texas style wrestling. I hope that through this you will see that. It's about the contest, folks. It's about the competition. It's about actually using wrestling, which is what DJ Brown is doing right here. And it's about fighting back and making a comeback, which is what Soda Pop may be doing here. This crowd is starting to get behind him. Will he make it back? Will he overcome this? Will he leave here a triple champion tonight? I mean, that is very likely, and I believe that would be a crowning achievement thus far in his career. I mean, he's held that belt before, a good ways before. Is one of the first titles Soda Pop ever held, and now Soda's been thrown to the ring apron. That's kind of a rough area to be out there. You don't want to be there long. Soda now rolling off into the floor. Not real sure he meant to do that. I just don't think he knew where he was. Soda has had his back just totally torn up in this match. Obviously a good strategy from DJ Brown to go to work on the back, because, well, Soda blocks him. Getting in a little offense on the outside here. I was just talking about that strategy by DJ Brown. I wonder if he planned for this. Suplex on the outside.
Ladies and gentlemen, there are 5 minutes left in this contest. 5 minutes.
Wow, we are running out of time here. I didn't realize we were getting that close to TV time, but we are, as 5 minutes is remaining in this match. What a great matchup here. Now, keep in mind, if we run out of time in this thing and the match ends, no titles change hands. We don't want that to happen. We want to see these guys, somebody walk out of here a winner tonight. And I imagine that's what we will do if Soda Pop has his way. Oh, he's got the strut. He's feeling very confident right now. Soda Pop dancing around here and ready to send it home for DJ Brown. Woo! Double leg drop, and he gets a pin. 1, 2, and no! Denied once again. DJ Brown kicking out at the very last moment, but Soda Pop going to try to take advantage of this momentum here and go right back to work on DJ Brown. The crowd is really into this one tonight, folks. Be sure to head over to TSWplus.com and get some merch. So when you come see wrestling here, you can be representing Texas style wrestling. Some cool stuff in that store. And there's a pin. 1, 2, and no, just barely. Soda kicking out. There's some cool stuff in that store at TSWplus.com. We do hope you will get over there and check that out. Soda Pop trying with everything he can to leave here tonight with his trifecta, as he called it earlier. All 3 junior heavyweight championships. That would be a dream for Soda Pop and a crowning achievement thus far in his career, as I said earlier. Brown back to work now. Candace checking in on Soda. Soda back to his feet now. Elbow to the midsection there. Another one trying to break out of this as he's back to his feet, trying to get DJ off of him. DJ with a big clubbing blow across the back, throws him to the ropes now. Off the ropes he comes, ducks under. Uppercut there, and down goes DJ Brown as Soda stalks. And here he comes. Huge thrust drop. Wow! He sent DJ flying across the ring with that thrust drop kick, and now here comes Soda. Up and in. What's it gonna be now as Soda is winding up? Here he comes. DJ not home. Soda with a little bit of momentum there. Up and over he goes. DJ pushes him off there. Now Soda's setting up. Here he comes off the ropes. Flips under. And he's got him. DJ is down. This could be the end of this one. Soda could leave with his trifecta tonight. All three junior heavyweight titles. Soda Pop could have it.
There are 2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Nothing to worry about. 2 minutes remaining. The man is down on the canvas. Soda is on the top rope. And this thing is over. Wait a minute. Oh, DJ with the boot up just at the last moment. Now, this is not a good situation. We've got 2 minutes left in this match. And now both men are laying in the ring. Somebody's got to get up and do something. Soda crashed down right into that sort of lazily lifted boot of DJ Brown, but it was enough that knocked the wind out of him, and now he's trying to get up and get something going here, slapping each other in the face. The slaps exchange turning into chops, and now they're chopping the crap out of each other here, right in the center of the ring. Slaps across the face and chops. No love lost between these two as they're fighting now, and they know what's at stake, folks. That is the kind of matchup you see when there is something on the line. Whoa, Soda there.
1 minute remaining. 1 minute.
1 minute remaining now. Okay, we're going to need to see something happen here. Somebody's got to come up with something because we've got less than a minute left in this match now. Candace checking on both combatants as they try to get back to their feet. They are worn plumb out here because they're going to go to the time limit on this thing. If someone doesn't make a pin here pretty quick, they have used up all the time, all the TV time they have in this match, and something's got to give. They're measuring each other up. I'm not sure if they heard the time announcement. We don't have time to measure each other up. We got to fight, and that is exactly what they're doing. Now it's a fight in the middle of the ring. It is just a straight-up fist fight, clubbing away at each other. DJ Brown clubbing away at Soda. Soda backs away and goes to the corner now. There's got to be some sort of strategy at this point. As DJ now has Soda. This could be it. What's it gonna be? Elbow to the back of the neck as Soda is down on his knees now. Not a good place to be with now less than 30 seconds left in this match, probably less. A slap to the face. Soda trying to get his wits about him, slapping him back.
20 seconds remaining.
20 seconds. 20 seconds. We gotta get going, guys. We're gonna listen now to the ring announcer and try to keep track of this as the timekeeper is keeping her informed. Another slap to Soda Pop. DJ just adding insult to injury now. Kicks again. Soda blocking. Soda blocking. Trying to get something going here. Punches now. And Soda they both had the same idea at the same time. No, somebody get up. This isn't how this is supposed to go. Now they're both down on the canvas. I'm worried, folks. They're both down. Wow. I thought we were getting a time limit draw here, but both men were down and neither could get up after both of them getting an enziguri right at the exact same time, and they are still down, and this match ends in a double countout. Well, there you have it, folks. No real ending to that match last week. Unfortunately, double count out there as Soda Pop does not achieve the trifecta. We'll see what happens with that later on, but coming up next, Easy James is back, and he's in action next. Well, folks, we are seeing Santiago make his way to the ring for our scheduled bout, which is coming up in just a moment. In just a few, we'll see Izzy James make his way to the ring. We have wrestling action coming up for you next here on TSW. Well, folks, we are back here on TSW Texas Style Wrestling, and there he is, Izzy James.
And his opponent from the gutters of Houston, Texas. He's the best in Texas. God gutters, Izzy James.
Well, he may be from the gutters of Houston, but he has been making tracks and tearing up the roads all over Texas for decades. And he is a great star here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area where we are shooting TSW Texas Style Wrestling, coming to you from the OC in Forney, Texas. And a little note for you, if you were planning to attend December 13th here, we've rescheduled that December 13th live taping to accommodate more of our stars. We have moved that to January the 10th. So mark your calendars and get your tickets now. You can head over to tswplus.com to do that and see some of the stars. We'll see all the stars, actually. That's why we're moving the show to January the 10th here in Forney, Texas at the OC as this one gets underway. Izzy James tying it up right now with Santiago here, the colorful one in the pink and blue tights. Headlock takeover, but Izzy turns it into a leg scissors now. Santiago kicking out, and the two squaring off rather evenly here in this technically our opening bout of the show, as the first match we saw here tonight was a recap of that soda pop match, which went to a time limit draw, actually rather more of a count out. Last week in our main event, we thought it was going to be a time limit draw. It ended up being a count out, double count out, and no titles changing hands, thus Soda Pop leaving without that trifecta of titles that he hoped to achieve that evening. And shall see if the folks here in the NWA decide to sanction a bout like that again, because that would be a chance for Soda Pop to maybe get that trifecta. But no dice last week here on the show, as you saw earlier on in that replay of our main event. Right now, we've got Santiago and Izzy James tying it up here in the middle of the ring. Leg scissors on Izzy. Takes that foot off from under him there, the leg sweep, and Izzy comes up and over. And look here, rolls him up. 1, 2, and that's all that's going to be for. A little early in the contest to maybe be going for a pinfall, but Izzy James, Santiago here in the opening moments of their bout. Before this great crowd here at the OC, we'd love to have you out here. Again, January the 10th is the rescheduled date for that December show. So get over to tswplus.com. Get your tickets now, because they will go fast as we've rescheduled, sort of consolidating two shows into one there. So we would love to have you out for that, as Izzy James and Santiago. A little bit of wrestling action here. Takes him down and goes over. Oh, floating over and spanking him right on the rear. Izzy not too sure about that. As he goes back to his feet now, Santiago having a little fun with Izzy James here. Izzy comes in, runs right into the arm drag. Izzy drops down, Santiago, oh no. He had kind of lost his leverage and went over there, but caught himself and moves out of the way, and Izzy goes straight to the floor. That's a long way to fall, folks. And that's a hard pole to hit there as Santiago crashes into that corner post. Solid steel there to hold this ring together. Bottom rope 619 there, and now into the ring goes Santiago. Izzy James coming in after him. Get a little bit of a spring there as he gets a pin. 1, and that's all it's going to be good for. Izzy James and Santiago here. Ooh, chop there, hard chop. Punch to the gut. Don't forget our main event tonight. We're going to see NWA star Natalia Markova. She is supposed to be here tonight. I mentioned earlier she was in the house, but then we heard Promise Braxton say she hasn't seen her, so I know she's supposed to be here. She's on the card for the main event, so I doubt very seriously our NWA women's champion would choose to miss out on the opportunity to defend her belt. So we will be seeing Natalia Markova coming up here in our main event tonight, the NWA star and the NWA Women's Champion here at TSW Texas Style Wrestling. Great action in the ring right now, though, as you don't want to discount for 1 second what these great stars are doing here. 1, 2, and Izzy getting about 2.5 there on Santiago. Izzy James been working his way all through Texas for, as I mentioned earlier, decades now. I mean, this has been 20 years on that Izzy James has been a staple on the Texas scene. Izzy backs up into the corner and rams right into the midsection of Santiago, and he's off to the other corner again, and here he comes. Oh, wow. Santiago with the boot raised there just in time. Izzy slams and wow, drops down, and this could be it. 1. And that's all it's good for as Santiago manages to kick out again. Izzy James and Santiago here at the OC. Izzy James with a little kiss on the head there right before he now decides to put him out. Got Santiago locked in here. This could be it for the Vibrant One as Izzy squeezes and tries to put him away here and finish this bout off. Santiago trying to fight out the best he can here. Referee Candace staying on top of the action, trying to make sure that he's still in this thing. He is as he gets back to his feet. And, ooh, jawbreaker there on Izzy James, rattling the Texas star. Slams him again, drops down again, but this time the knees are there. Both men down at this point. Don't want to see another double count out like we saw last week and then earlier tonight with Soda Pop, hoping that these men make their way back to their feet. Candace checking in. She's checking in, making sure these guys are okay to continue as they were both down for quite some time. Santiago ducks, runs back, ducks again, ducks it again. If he keeps ducking, I guess he's okay. No, comes with that flying forearm there. Another one. That forearm with all that momentum of his whole body weight running across the ring. Drop kick there, and Izzy is down. Santiago heading out now. He's on the ring apron now, second rope. Now the top rope. Santiago, Izzy comes to life. Izzy comes to life, and right up there with a kick to the face, and down goes Santiago. Is Izzy going to take advantage here? He's got a man perched on the top turnbuckle there. He's up. He's got him. He's going for, it looks like he's going to go for a superplex. Izzy working, but I think Santiago, there's not enough leverage to get the man up. He's down, and Izzy crashes right in the middle of the ring. Now Santiago going back to what he was working on, which is something off the top rope here. Look out. Santiago is up high. Oh, no, and he's airborne. Izzy moving out of the way just in time to avoid that devastating elbow from the top rope. Santiago's up. Izzy bouncing off the ropes, and there he comes with an enziguri. Oh, extra spring from the ropes there. Pin. 1, 2, 3, and Izzy James is your winner.
Here is your winner, Izzy James.
Izzy victorious here in Texas tonight at the OC. We've got main event action for you just around the corner. Natalia in action here tonight. Markova coming to the ring against Promise Braxton. It proves to be one heck of a main event. It's Saturday night in Texas, folks, and you're watching Texas Style Wrestling. If you've think you've got what it takes, join the NWA Texas Style Wrestling Limited Participant Training Clinic. Train with Dog Pound Dojo's Rodney Mack and legendary referee James Beard in this one-of-a-kind experience. Clinic starts at 11 a.m. Spots are limited. Sign up fast. Head over to TSWplus.com. Who knows? You might end up wrestling every Saturday night in prime time on TV across Texas, the nation, the entire globe. TSWplus.com. Sign up today. Be sure to sign up now, TSWmatchandslam.com. That's TSW's free mobile wrestling game. That's right, free. TSWmatchandslam.com is where you can be the first to download this incredible new game featuring your favorite TSW superstars. Play, battle, slam with your friends anywhere in the world. It's wrestling action at your fingertips. Step into the ring anytime, anywhere. Go to TSWmatchandslam.com and get ready to play with Texas Style Wrestling.
Backstage at Texas Style Wrestling with none other than TSW's NWA Heavyweight Champion Bam Bam Malone and his future tag partner Mardovic. Bam, what can you tell me about this upcoming match you have with him?
Normally I don't have a tag partner, Evelyn, and a couple weeks ago, Frank Stone, you and I stepped into the ring to what I thought was supposed to be a one-on-one match, but I should have known better. I understand that's not how Devastation and AJ Farrat and yourself play, so do you know what? Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, I just don't get fooled again. I'm bringing back up, and it's this big monster right here, Marovic. He is the only one that had the balls to walk out there and have my back, and big man, I couldn't be more proud to have you in my corner.
Déjame decirte algo, Bam Bam. I don't really like shiny things, but for tonight, I got your back.
Well, we are back here on Texas Style Wrestling, where it looks like Evelyn Carter, our backstage correspondent, has requested and in fact will receive an interview from Al Farrat, AJ Farrat, and Frank Stone, Devastation Reborn. A lot of questions on a lot of people's minds about what goes through that man's mind right there. Al Farrat. Oh boy, as he makes his way to the ring there. Again, Farrat and Stone out along with the uncle of AJ, Al Farrat. And there's Evelyn waiting for the interview that she's bravely requested here. Let's get down to ringside and see what's on her mind and subsequently their minds here tonight in Forney, Texas at the OC.
Mr. Farrat, thank you for taking a moment of your time to come out here with me. You have returned with this renewed purpose after taking some time away, but I'm curious, how is this going to be different from the struggle you had at TSW last time?
Oh, you had to go there. You had to say struggle. First of all, let me tell you something. Next time you're out here in front of greatness, you put on a burqa like we do in my country. Oh, hell no! Let me tell you guys something right now. Assalamu alaikum, shukran, USA fans. I just said hello and thank you, USA fans. But see, USA for me stands for ugly, stupid Americans. Now, I want to let you guys know something right now. Yeah, we lost the tag team titles. Yeah, you guys lost the tag team titles. So our eyes weren't focused, our minds weren't focused. But guess what? Now we are focused. Now we are where we need to be. So I'm putting you, TSW NWA, on notice, because now we're bigger and better than ever. And so help me God, so help me Allah. So help me Allah. Skandar Akbar, General Skandar Akbar, if you're looking down, we're going to make you proud, because we are going for championship gold, and we are going to destroy everybody that gets in our way. And by the way, the pleasure was all yours.
Well, Al Farad here says he's back, and they're going for that championship gold once again here in TSW, Texas Style Wrestling. Well, folks, our main event is on the way next. I understand that Natalia Markova has arrived, and she's in the building, and we're getting down with that main event for the women's title next on TSW. Be sure to show your Texas style pride. Grab your official TSW merch at TSWplus.com. T-shirt, caps, collector gear. The hottest TSW merch is at TSWplus.com. Check it out today. Visit the online merch store and rep TSW in style. See the stars of Texas Style Wrestling live and save big using code ONTV. Get 20% off your tickets. That's general admission and reserved with code ONTV at checkout at TSWplus.com. Wrestling this good, 20% off tickets. That's what we call Texas Style savings. TSWplus.com. We are back here on TSW Texas Style Wrestling. As main event action is about to get underway, there's the challenger, Promise Braxton.
Introducing first, from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, she's the chosen one, Promise Braxton.
Promise Braxton began her training at PWX Academy in June of 2016, made her in-ring debut a little under a year later in April of 2017 at PXW, and she has been wrestling all over the country since then, and tonight she's here to challenge our TSW Women's Champion, Natalia Markova, who looks to retain her TSW Women's Championship, which of course is sanctioned by the NWA.
And her opponent, from Clearwater Beach, Florida, she is your current reigning and defending NWA Texas TSW Women's Champion, Natalia Markova.
Experience on the side of Markova in this one by at least 10 years. In 2006, Natalia graduated from the Independent Wrestling Federation School in Moscow, Russia. And she is here tonight with 10 years of experience on her challenger. But let's see what kind of fight Promise Braxton has in her. She could leave here tonight the new TSW Women's Champion. Very easily could happen right here at the OC in Forney, Texas. A reminder, the show we had planned for December the 13th has been consolidated and rescheduled with a January show that we had already on the books as well. So January the 10th, we look to see you here in person and seeing this wrestling action live at the OC in Forney, Texas. Get your tickets at TSWplus.com as the bell rings, and this one is underway. The two ladies tying it up here in the middle of the ring. You're going to see intense wrestling action here as both of these women are fighters and they know their way around a wrestling ring. Otherwise, they wouldn't be here in the main event. Little insulting. Was that a wet willy from Promise Braxton? Camera wasn't on the right side to tell, but it sure looked like it. All right. Oh! Promise Braxton going right to work on Natalia. Forearm shots. Fierce fighting action from these ladies. And I will tell you, you will not see a women's division with tougher individuals than right here in Texas Style Wrestling. That's because TSW is the home of the folks that fight every single Saturday night. Bulldog now in the middle of the ring. Promise Braxton get a meeting of the minds with that canvas there. With that solid wood underneath it there, and a little dance of celebration from Markova with the splits, and drops that leg right across the chest area of Promise Braxton. Braxton sitting up now. Here comes Markova. Going right back to work on Braxton like a true champion does. Reversed it now, uses the hair, and slams her to the mat. Candace telling her to watch the hair. Natalia Markova looking to see if maybe she noticed that. She did. A chop now right across the chest of Markova. Off the rope she goes. Comes back, runs right into a forearm from Promise Braxton. Very athletic contest so far here tonight, one, and that's all it's good for. Only one, as Natalya, very well aware of where she is in the ring, kicks out quickly, but just pushing and punishing now. And now an elbow across the back of the head from Promise Braxton. Don't let the difference in ring experience fool you. Promise Braxton knows what she's doing here tonight. She would not be in this ring. She would not be in this main event matchup if it weren't for the fact that she has fought and earned her way to this position all across Texas and all across the United States of America. And a great talent here tonight. And great to have her back here in TSW, Texas Style Wrestling. As we heard from her later, that women's gold is exactly what brought her here. And that is the reason she came to Texas. That's the whole reason she's here in Texas tonight, because she knew this is where she would have a chance to meet up with Natalya Markova. And get a chance to actually carry a title would be a great feather in the cap, if she wears one, of Promise Braxton, as referee Candace checking in now on Natalya Markova, who manages to work her way up and bridges out of that. Wow! Pure athleticism of Natalya Markova as she goes into the corner there hard. Here comes Promise Braxton, nobody home, and she's got her down, rolls her up, and a good for only two. Kick to the gut there. Irish whip reverse now. Off the ropes. Drops her down to her face. Here comes Promise Braxton. Off and, oh no! Devastating knee drop. Double, forcing Natalya's face right into that canvas, and a kick out at only two. I don't know how she even knows where she is after that. Natalya being brought back to her feet. Thrown now into the corner. Face to face with that turnbuckle cover, and now Promise Braxton driving the foot into the throat. Using the corner to incapacitate Natalya Markova. Markova firing out with a couple of punches there. Hard chop. And uh-oh, what's it going to be? It's a snap suplex there. A pin. No, she rolls over, pins her. And that's good for only two. That stall of trying to get the ring position right might have cost her just a little bit there, as now she goes right back to work with the foot on the throat. And of course the referee's going to count because that's illegal. Not supposed to be doing that. Promise Braxton goes back to work. Ooh, raking the boot. And laces right across the side of the head of Markova, then kicking her in the face. And she is down now and trying to get back to her feet. Here comes Promise Braxton again. Markova, snapmare takeover. And now being locked in, a front face lock it looks like. Candace checking to make sure that's a legal hold. It is, and Markova managing to get back to her feet again, and there is a jawbreaker for Promise Braxton. As she goes and tries to make sure all of her teeth are still there, Markova's up, and now they are slugging it out in the middle of the ring. It is a fight now here in our main event at Texas Style Wrestling on a Saturday night. You are watching the roughest and toughest women's division in the entire country, and now both of them with the same idea at the same time. Markova trying to regain her composure. It is her championship on the line here tonight. Can she get back to her feet? And can she overcome the onslaught from Promise Braxton? Now both ladies back to their feet at the same time. Ducking under. Chop after chop after chop for Promise Braxton, who pushes her off. And now a forearm shot to the face. Markova is mad and she's fired up. And now the big kick to the side of the head. Since Promise Braxton stumbling away, here comes Markova. Oh, wow, this could be it. She rolls her up. 1, 2, and no. Promise Braxton is still in this one, ladies and gentlemen, as Natalya Markova tries to rally this crowd. The tide has turned here. Markova awaiting for Braxton to get back to her feet. Good sport there, but into the corner goes Braxton. Double underhook. She DDT, and this could be it. 1, 2, 3, and your winner and still champ.
Here is your winner, and still
From Russia by way of Florida, here tonight defending successfully her women's championship. The NWA Texas TSW Women's Heavyweight Champion, victorious again tonight. It's been great to have you all here, folks. For James Beard and Randy Klein, I'm Bob Malden. We'll see you next time.